is Brandon Kyang Nitipatku. I'm an EMT. I'm currently enrolled in the Fire Academy, class 294 in Broward. The academy, it's definitely tough for everyone that goes there. You really got to go in there wanting it, because if you don't want it, you're not gonna make it. No matter how physically fit you are, how mentally strong you are, you got to have all of it, because it's physically, mentally, and emotionally demanding. What inspired me to become a fireman was actually when I was a little kid. I lived back in Miami Gardens at this time. My mom was cooking, and we were all inside cooking, and this was when the hurricane hit, so the lights went out, all the power went out. Later, next day at midnight, the power came back on. None of us knew. The stove was actually left on when the power went out, so it caught something. We think it was a towel. It was something. They caught something, and I was sleeping at the time. I smelled smoke. I was hearing crackling sounds, and when I came out, the kitchen was already fully involved in a house fire. I had no time to think. All of a sudden, my dad picked me up. We all ran outside of the house. At this point, the neighbors already called the fire department. Once they got there, they put down the fire, and they're gonna do an inspection afterwards. Only then did I realize that my dog was left inside. I tried to tell my dad, but my dad already knew, and yeah, he didn't make the house fire. What pushed me through was really the brotherhood of the fire department, the city, everything, because I was actually a cadet before I was the EMT, which is a program where under 18 can really see what firefighting is really about. And along with that, I get to go on ride times. I get to go to stations, and I would tell my story to them, and they really helped me through with it. And I really enjoyed the brotherhood that I have and what they stand for, and that just really inspires me to become a fireman. For example, there was a time where me and another girl, we were both in cadets, and we were doing a ride time for Station 17, and one of the calls was a motorcycle accident. The accident, the driver or the rider was actually not wearing a helmet, so he died on the spot, and his head was cracked open with brain splattered on the ground. Obviously, it was gruesome and nobody wants to see that, but for me, it really just told me the seriousness of the job and what we're really doing out here, even at that age, doing cadets. And for the girl, she actually had to go through therapy with the cadets, because they provide stuff like that, and she quit altogether. She doesn't want to be a firefighter anymore. Stuff like that is a lot of the ride times that I've gotten have been, but that's probably one of the most gruesome ones. Personally, my weakness was definitely the tests. There's literally weeks where we had a test every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So the test was really what got me, but that's because I'm a bad test taker. I'm really good hands-on. That's where I excel. So the state test we call it the Big Two. The time starts when we put on our Nomex, which is the hood, and we actually have to finish it all in 4 minutes and 40 seconds. So when we get our gear out, first we're gonna stage it. Everything already open so we can put on quickly. The pants are already connected into the boots. They're already overlapped, so when you put it on, feet first, bring your pants all the way up. You put the straps on. We keep it that so we can really put it on as quickly as possible, because we gotta be at the scene at the ready. Our coat is already spread out and open, so our arms could go straight in. We're putting on while we're standing up already. Put it on, make sure you have all your straps on. All the buttons are strapped on. The rest of the gear is usually gonna be inside the truck. So our helmet, our SCBA pack, our gloves, and our SCBA mask. And then as we're getting out of the truck, our gloves are already staged under the seat, so we can just put them on while we're walking to wherever we need to do, so we can really get things going. Well, when I first knew about the collapse in Miami, it was actually during class. So the instructor actually coming from down there came up to us, and he was telling us about it. He turned on the news in the office, and we were watching it happen and watching what was going down over there. Being in the fire academy really gave me a better understanding of what was happening and the type of collapse it was. But they have it all in the wrap. They're really trying to get everyone out of there safely. It's taken a while because of the size of the collapse, but we have so many backup people on standby that's waiting over there. Actually, some of the days that I went to the academy, we had people on standby at the academy, just ready to get that call to get over there. And I actually found out that some of our instructors who are already retired firemen, since they're teaching still, they're still on call, basically, because they're teaching. You have to have a certain degree for that. So I really learned, because of the academy, I really have a better understanding of what's happening over there. Yeah, of course I idolized firefighters as a kid. That's the reason why I wanted to become a firefighter. They really are, modern day heroes, if you think about it. Everything about them, whenever I'd go to the fire stations to see when I was a little kid, they do the little tours. All the equipment they had, all the gear they had, I really just made me think of them as superheroes. So I did idolize them a lot, especially with the house fire. After that, I became more involved because they saved my house, my life. They saved me.